Good morning. Get up. You today are going to work on exercise 4, which is the last exercise that we'll do for the first lectio of chapter 11, Corpus Humanum, the human body. So I'd like to discuss this before you jump right into it. And by the way, please pay attention because some of you clearly did not. I looked at your exercise ones in the folder there today, the drop folder, and I gotta say, some of you were just fine, and some of you just didn't seem to listen during the video. So here's your chance to make it up, because your grade on that one is probably not going to be so good. So let's see if we can turn that around, okay? Not a very difficult topic, once again, but you need to listen. So let's talk about adjectives for a second. Adjectives, we know, are modifiers of nouns. Most adjectives that you've seen so far are us, adjectives. That's another name for those are first and second declension adjectives. So remember the early days last year, we had those first three words we learned, fluvius, insula, and oppidum. And so we see us, and we remember then that the adjective matches the noun in its gender and its case and its singular or plural, right? So it's been fairly simple up till now because the adjective usually just matches it literally, or matches to the noun. Fluvius magnus, insula magna, oppidum magnum. Let's do that again. Fluvius magnus, insula magna, oppidum magnum. So adjectives modify nouns and they match them in gender, case, and what is called number. That is singular or plural. So anyway, a lot of the adjectives we saw were like that, us, or, different cases within those. But then eventually we came across pulcher. We've also seen these words, niger, ruber, and aiger. I think you'll see what they all have in common. These are masculine forms, but note they are not us, they are air. Kind of like puer, you could say. So pulcher is masculine nominative singular, as is niger, ruber, and aiger.
Loud noises!
And although these don't have us endings for masculine nominative singular, they are still in the same group as that magnus, magna, magnum. Let's move on. Let's consider those four adjectives that I just discussed, pulcher, niger, ruber, and aiger. Here are their three nominative singular forms, masculine, feminine, and neuter, and some examples also with nouns. So, pulcher, pulcra, pulcrum. So you can see, instead of just us, it is er, But something else happens here. Notice that it's not pulchera, pulcher, pulchera, pulcherum. This E drops out of that, out of the word when we get to this form and this form. You'll see that happens with all of them. Niger becomes not nigera, but nigra and nigrum. Ruber becomes rubra and rubrum. And aiger becomes aigra and aigrum. And here we have some examples of these adjectives working with other nouns of different declensions. Hortus, masculine. Hortus pulcher, a beautiful garden. Villa, feminine. Villa pulcra. And peristilum pulcrum, a beautiful courtyard, right? Beautiful garden, beautiful house, beautiful courtyard. And then let's take a trip over to Albinus's shop where he has a special going on this week for black jewelry. We see again annulus, just like hortus is a masculine. Annulus niger, a black ring. Linea nigra, a black necklace. And ornamentum nigrum, a black jewel in general, a black ornament. And then we're up talking about parts of the body now, and here's where we're going to mix it up a little bit. Capillus ruber, red hair. Capillus is the stuff on top of your head. This is also a second declension noun like annulus and hortus. But now we're going to change it up. And frons frontis, which we have learned is forehead, is a feminine word. So say we get into a fight and somebody punches us hard in the forehead, we are going to have a frons rubra, a red forehead. So we can use these with nouns of different declensions too. And kaput is yet another third declension noun, but now it's neuter. Kaput rubrum. So you can't always count on the fact that these are going to match, obviously, and we've learned that before, moving from one declension to another. When you have first and second declension adjectives like these, modifying words like frons and kaput and ovis and dens, as we're going to learn, dens is coming up. Tooth, Quintus, you'll see, has a black tooth. So that would be dens niger right here. And then finally, there's some word. This word is sick. Iger, igra, igrum. So we have a sick foot, like Quintus has, or an unhealthy foot because he broke it. Idiot. And ankila igra, we have a sick slave woman. And we have cor igrum, a black heart. Oh, excuse me, a sick heart. Excuse me, a sick heart. So if you have been smoking your whole life, you might have a cor igrum. Okay, so again, masculine, feminine, and neuter. So this is really all there is to this, and we'll go back now to this. Actually, I'm going to bring in this thing right here. And this is exercise 4. And let's take a look at the first one. And then I'm going to ask you to write these out, please, or type them out and put them up once again to the drop. And that would be Thursday's drop folder. Okay, we're talking about Sira. We probably know what's coming whenever we talk about Sira, right? Sira non est quid. Sira non est pulcra. Sira pulcra. Simple. Sira pulcra non est neque nasos eos pul. What is this? Well, we're modifying the nose now. So you tell me, is this nasos pulchrus? No, it is not, because pulchrus doesn't exist. Here it is up here, the masculine form. Nasos eos non est pulcher. Number 2, I'm going to go as far as giving you 2 of these, and then you're going to do the rest. But I'd still like you to write out the first 2. So just do all 8. Una ovis est, what to do here? If you don't remember the gender of a word, you're going to look it up in the glossary, and there you will find that ovis is a feminine word. And surely we all remember the ovis nigra. Una ovis nigra est, sed caeterae sunt albi. One sheep is black, the others are white. Okay, so please consider carefully what noun each adjective is modifying. Think about declension. You're going to see dentem down here. So we're dealing with a third declension word here. But remember, these are not third declension adjectives. We haven't even gotten to such things yet. So these are always in the world. Okay? But this is going to be an accusative here because of dentem. Okay? So that's just a little bit of hint there. One more thing. This is due by the end of class today. Okay? No slacking off. End of class. You have definitely 45 minutes should be more than enough time to get this done. I know the video is like 8-9 minutes long, but that still leaves you with a good solid 35 minutes or so for 8 little sentences. So end of class is due time. Okay? Adios.
Loud noises!